Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I am your host, Escalante TV. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about yet again Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Now, some of you coming back to this video are probably thinking, "Wait, aren't you the guy that said that the game didn't exist? Like, how could you? Like, you're just grinding your teeth and you're foaming at the mouth." But you know what? I'm making amends for that mistake. Pretty much, I've learned that you shouldn't really make a clickbaity video when it comes to a game like Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, because there are a considerable amount of children that watch these videos. I mean, children are already like watching all sorts of YouTube content, so they are pretty much the younger demographic that's around YouTube. And I guess I didn't really think twice to, include sort of like clickbaity, moist, critical title saying the game doesn't exist, but it'll eventually exist, okay? But I never really said it's going to be flat out canceled. And there's a lot of people saying, like, this game is just straight up canceled. Like, it's never going to happen. Probably never going to surface again. But if you really think about it, that sounds like one of the most far-fetched ideas out of anything when it comes to Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. I want this game to appear at E3 as much as everyone wants to. But I mean, with the radio silence, of course, you can't really blame people for saying the game is canceled, because it's been almost 8 months. And then, sooner or later we'll be getting to 9 months. An entire baby could have been made and born within that time frame, from that last announcement from the Gamescom announcement back in August 2020. And just saying that the game is canceled is... Again, it's far-fetched for Warner Brothers and TT Games to pretty much lose potential profits over a game that could have released back in 2020. Because here's the thing, right? Like, the last sort of, I guess, production model TT Games had was to produce and release Lego games on a yearly basis, like different titles and stuff. That's how it's always been since probably Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. And, every game has made profits. But here's the thing, right? I think since last year wasn't a normal year again, they've had to sort of readjust to the different working conditions. They're making an entirely new game again. And this is a very, very different game from what they're producing. And they're going to take a profit loss on purpose to later, of course, regain those profits. But, straight up canceling a game is a huge loss in profits, especially for how big Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is. So, keep in mind that, I think right now the developers are still trying to catch up with a lot of stuff, because we have E3, one of the biggest expos ever, coming back, and they've had to have the time and resources to pretty much prepare a presentation. So that's that. And, with E3 around the corner, we're seeing a lot of game companies already do like pre-E3 hype. We're starting to see some stuff from Xbox. We're starting to see some stuff from other publishers like Sega with Sonic and all that, which from the presentations this week. And I think Far Cry 6 is getting its own presentation. And Dying Light 2 has finally gotten its presentation, is what I've heard. So that already takes Dying Light 2 out of the question for it to be vaporware, software that it conceptually exists, but it doesn't exist. So E3 time. So let's talk about E3. E3 time. Everybody's kind of expecting it June 13th, because Xbox, about a couple years back, pretty much advertised, helped market Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. It's where the announcement happened. And what I can say is maybe not. Could be. It could happen on June 13th. But it's also, Warner Brothers is also partnering up with the Summer Game Fest, which starts June 10th. So keep in mind, it could be within that time frame, because anything later than Sunday sounds, I don't know. It just doesn't, it's not possible maybe. Anything after Sunday, June 13th. But keep in mind, the E3 dates are within that weekend, so anything could happen. because Xbox is pretty much advertising their first-party titles for the Series X. Their upcoming PC and Xbox Series X titles, like Halo Infinite. I think Halo is going to be pretty much the big takeaway from that presentation, because they're also doing their first-party stuff like with Bethesda as well. But Halo is sort of the talk of the town for Xbox, because they've been pretty much taking a year off for Halo Infinite to start cooking, and they've got their own game to worry about. So Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, I feel like we could let the game go for a bit and just let it sort of be in the back of our heads for the moment, because after E3 there really is it's just like a super waiting game. We're just letting the game sort of simmer in our brains. But yeah, guys, hope you guys liked this video. Hopefully it wasn't too clickbaity enough, and I didn't make an exaggeration of things. You know, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The Skywalker Saga will exist. It'll eventually come into fruition, and we'll finally enjoy the game. We'll just remember this as a dark time that we didn't get to touch the game at all, and just speculate in our brains how the game would be, because it's fun to think about it, but it's not so fun to think about the reality of the game just not coming out at the moment and taking its precious time. But yeah, guys, this will be the best Lego game ever for the, you know, until they make more. So yeah, guys, comment down below, subscribe for more videos like this. Stay tuned for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga stuff, because I'll actually be covering just a bit more of the game and actually playing it soon, whenever it comes out. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.